Hello, 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 and welcome back to another CreamCatCorner stream. How is everyone doing on this fine day? Depending on where you're from, it's either going to be evening or it's going to be early in the morning. And where I'm from, it's 3 p.m. Yeah, UTC +8 here. So how is everyone doing? So, I had issues with my controller just now, in which that whenever I tried to do this, it would automatically do this. I've changed controllers since then, but I'm not sure if it's going to be either the controllers the problem or my USB hub is going to be the problem. I'm not sure yet. So let's just hope that there's nothing wrong going on, and hopefully I can win a fight with Karen because the goal here is to get Karen. One of my viewer, Vigor 450, said that he would like to see me fight Karen and probably give some tips and tricks on how to defeat him, possibly. I'm not the best at this game, but after a 400 plus hour, I do have some sort of experience with the game, so I might as well try. So, I'm not sure. Should I choose Betty or Companion Mort? You know what? Mort it is. And I am using a fully upgraded Nemesis, aspect of Nemesis, because of the critical chance, simply because of that. Okay, let me do this actually. Okay. Sorry about that. And let's go.
Should be
Hit
simple.
18, huh? Okay. Okay. Hard labor, extreme measure, calisthenic program, huh? Uh, okay. Routine inspection, approval process. Could I wait? Post in standard encounters appear in greater numbers. I can do that. Hard labor. You know what? Yeah, let's do hard labor for now, and let's go.
A gift.
A gift.
May wisdom and good fortune guide you toward the light of day.
Okay, divine dash. It is imperative for this. Oh no! Why did I turn on the double blue heart? Oopsie. Whatever.
Lucky find.
Okay, here's what we were given. Halting fever. 29% chance to be rare or better, or damage striking foes from behind. Okay, if we can manage to get um, exposed from Athena, that can be powerful, so I'm going to choose this. We might not get as much money, but Nice.
Got it.
Whew, nice. Hello, Vigor. How are you? We are trying to fight Charon this time, but we'll just have to see and hope that we get Charon in one of this run. You're good? Nice. Glad you're doing good. Nice.
Lady
Whoa.
Love tends to blossom in the
Aphrodite. Aphrodite, actually, I wanted Aphrodite's special.
got anything else?
Oh, there it is. Heartbreak Flourish. You saw something crazy? Which is
I feel fabulous.
a hammer. Already?
That's what you get.
Nice. Hmm. All this sucks, actually. Okay, the World Splitter changes your attack. Hoarding Slash is useless because for my playstyle at least. So Karen's back has 300 gold, right? Yes, you're right. I'm gonna choose Cruel Thrust. Why not? Um, Hard or Boldy? Uh, yeah, let's go see Boldy. With a Chaos boon that increases any coin reward, it increases Karen's back to 510. Yes, you are correct. You can also get from Poseidon, if I'm not wrong. Ocean's Bounty. Is it Ocean's Bounty or the other one? The one that increase the number of rewards you get. Not just limited to coins, actually. You get more darkness, you got more gemstones, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Lucky you, you got the one from Chaos. You you were so intrigued to get it, but you resisted because it was on Tartarus. Ooh, yeah, you're correct. Especially since early on in the game when you don't have a good enough build, right? Okay, let's get Karen's Obol. Always give nectar to Boldy.
Ever get the feeling that we've had?
Thank you, Boldy. Bonus 5% coin. Thank you.
Here I am.
I hate it when enemies are so spread out. Nice.
Mine.
Ooh, Artemis! Artemis, yes. Okay, wait. Um, I'm not buying anything for now. Artemis. Artemis. Whoa, what's up with the lag? Nice.
What are you waiting for? Let's get.
Okay. Okay. Your cast 6 foes. True shot is good. Okay. 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 I was hoping for Artemis attack, but true shot is good. So is Artemis aid. And okay. Always choose true shot. You hit the sneak too because it teleports. Yeah. Every enemies that teleport is so annoying. Especially in Extreme Measures 4. God dang. If Hades summons the snake. Oh man. I died so many times to that. Oops. Okay. Do we need hearts? No. Ooh. Come on. Karen, are you here? Okay. 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 And we got Demeter too.
Should help keep me going.
Ooh. Okay. In Hades' extreme measures, he summons mini bosses instead of normal enemies. Yes, you are right. In extreme measures 4, if you fight Hades, he will summon mini bosses instead. It can be the mini stompers, it can be the giant Medusas, giant Gorgon head. It can be the snake, can be trying to remember which the butterfly. Oh my god, how could I forgot about the butterfly? And not just the snake. Every enemy in Extreme Measures 4, every mini bosses I should say, teleports. Doesn't matter if it's the snake or not. Yes, Doomstones. Yes. Doomstones too. Okay. Let's... Oh my god. Let's fight Karen then. Sorry, Karen.
Hey, Charon, look at me.
Okay. Okay. Please pray for me. Whoa! Hey, Karen, you're...
Not now. Can't do that.
Nice. Whoa!
No.
Okay, nice. Okay. Whew. Oh god, okay. Oops.
Thanatos.
Greetings,
Nice. Whew.
Phew, mate, you are tough.
Okay.
Sign me up.
I had to use 2 Death Defiance, but that's because my health pool is basically like what, 100? And I started from 100 and I started a fight at like what, 99 health? Eh, I consider that okay. So yeah, um, with Karen, you just have to avoid the big sweeping attack. That's it. Whew.
Delicious.
Heartbreak Flourish. I was nervous there. Got his ass, Karen. Oh no, Electo. Yo,
Next time, don't go losing so much blood before you get here, trash.
how dare you?
We are the Furies.
We are the furries.
She's charging.
Oh, you. Nice. Also,
She wasn't very
one
nice.
question
My weapons can be
you want to buy from the contractor portals for the area Karen teleports you to. What those do? Karen? Karen teleports you. Wait, I'm trying to remember. Ah, oh, portal. That's chaos, right? Uh, portals for Erebus. Oh, okay, okay, Erebus. Okay, I'm trying to remember. The portal to Erebus is something that doubles the rewards, but if you get hit once, you get nothing. You basically get an onion, which heals you for 1 HP. So basically, you cannot get hit at all, but you got double the rewards. Or if it's a god, you got, I think, guaranteed epic? I'm not even
Join the
sure.
searing heat of asphodel.
which to choose.
Okay, we got Artemis, we got Demeter, we got Athena. Let's get, yeah, let's get the palm.
Should help.
Okay, we are dying. We are dying.
Membership has its perks.
Oh, okay. Nemesis Crest.
Up we go then. Done.
You got it on Tartarus, you will definitely do it. Yeah, sure. Okay, also, there is a limit, uh, not limit, starting point, I should say, for each of the Erebus temple. Erebus, not temple, what is it called again? Erebus portal. So for Tartarus, you got to have a minimum of 5 hit on. For Asphodel, you need to have 10, and Elysium, you got to have 15. So you need to have a minimum of those in order to enter set portals.
Ugh,
I remember correctly. Hmm. Okay. Nice.
Come on out.
You need to stop, sir. I'm dying here. Okay. Oh god, okay. Let me get the heart first. Which is my most hated enemy in each area, not including bosses or mini bosses. Um, I'll show you in the codex later. I don't even remember. Definitely this. Definitely this. How fitting. Man, fighting this guy without Athena's dash is a nightmare.
That's better.
Let's see. Not sneak. What does it call again? Spreaders. Yeah, wait, is it spreaders? I don't even remember. I'm guessing it is spreaders. Splitters. Oh my god. Whatever. Okay, should I get the key? We are full on, not full, but we have a lot of fated authorities, so let's go with this.
And we're off.
Darkness. Our health is still a little bit low. Oh my god, the Gorgon heads. Oof, dang. I'm almost dead. Ooh, okay. Okay, I am correct because here is the portal to Erebus. It requires 10 in Asphodel. Whoa! Oh no, the witch's room! No!
The witch's circle.
Oh no! Are you kidding me? How did that not kill you?
Takes care of them.
I'm almost dead. But we got Blinding Flash, that's good. Hermes. Hermes. For you in Tartarus, it's the Brimstone. In Asphodel, it's the Wave Makers and Bone Wreckers. In Elysium, it's the Strong Bows. God, Strong Bows and the Shield enemies. And in Temple of Sticks, it's the Cultist dude. Is it the one that bit poison? Yeah, that's the one, right? I also hate the poison dude. Woo!
tell you hit a lot of bad news on the way. You stay alive, all right?
Hermes, don't you dare. Swift strike though. Swift strike.
Much better.
What the heck? It heals for like nothing. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
More spreaders.
Okay, relax, relax. We can do this. Whew, nice.
Good enough to eat.
Okay, Frost Strike leveled up. Okay. We got everything from Athena. We got... Oh god, okay, our health is very low right now. I'm gonna go get the heart, Santos heart. For you, spiders and the circle witches mini bosses aren't bad, especially with Divine Strike. I've never tried fighting them with Divine Strike. I usually just dash around like an idiot.
Feeling stronger.
Okay, this is good, this is good. 170 health? Should be fine. He says.
Lerner, you really didn't have to reconstitute yourself just for my
I
sake.
just hope that we get to see Patroclus. Nice. Okay. I didn't realize I was standing in lava. I hate myself. Okay. Whoops. Oh no. No.
Our last chance.
You need to stop hiding in your friend's head. Fight me, you coward.
I can't.
Then. Nice. Your friend found and played a mod in Hades that made him frustrated the first 4 runs. Oh no. Oh no. What kind of things did he did? Ooh, nice. Okay. Here's the thing. I am dying and I need help. Patroclus. Patroclus. Oh no. Okay. Life Essence might be good. I'm not even sure anymore. Yan Alvarian? Why not?
Onward. Good.
I am so dead. I am so dead. Okay. Okay, let's get the coin first because we really need coins right now in order for us to possibly buy a Death Defiance.
You want to die again?
What?
Not yet.
Oof,
You had
nice.
it coming.
Okay, Palm. Enemy randomizer? Oh no. Oh no. No wonder he got frustrated. I would get frustrated. Whoops. Oh, this little...
Weak.
Okay. No! Okay, okay, I'm in trouble. I hate the little... The little gremlin strikes again.
Power of Olympus.
Woo! Frost Strike, Heartbreak Flourish. I'm gonna get Frost Strike, why not? Okay, he's... Oh my god, okay. You know what? I'm gonna spend a Fated
No thanks.
Authority. Oh no. Okay. Hydrolite is good, right? Hydrolite is good. Okay. Are you kidding me? Come on. Oh, you... The splitter. Whew. Um... I should have gone to Charon. Why am I such an idiot? Whoa! I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
Not regenerating.
Why?
Not now.
I'm in trouble. I am so in trouble. I am in trouble. No. Oh no. Okay. Whew. Oh. Okay. We managed to kill Karen, but at what cost? No. I should have gone to see Karen. I'm such an idiot. At least from Karen, you can at least have a chance to buy food and recover some health. But no. I have to go fight. Whatever. A diamond for a Titan blood. Hmm. Okay, please wait for a moment. I have to do something. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to turn on my fan because it was so damn hot. Okay.
Nix's mirror.
I don't know. I feel like Infernal Soul is not that good from my playstyle. I would prefer the Stygian Soul, but there are some cases where Infernal Soul is better, huh? Where I'm from, in my country, it's so damn humid, it's hot. uh, 5 Celsius. Whoa, it's so cool there. Almost freezing. The only 5 degrees Celsius in my country is the inside of a refrigerator. Um,
Let's try this.
okay, let's do it. Let's do it. It might go to 0 or even to -2. Dang. Oof. I can't imagine that constantly. I mean, I can imagine it. I've experienced it, but to be, for it to be a daily occurrence must be hard, huh? Okay. But the thing is, in a cold weather, you can pile up on warm clothing, but in a hot weather, you can't walk around naked, right? It's so damn hot. Okay, let's do it one more time. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not doing the damage control. I am going to do um routine inspection. No. Wait. High deadline. Approval process. Wait. Underworld custom. To exit each underworld region requires you to purchase 1 boon. Let's pray that the only boon we got to purchase is the useless one. Let's go.
Darkness, give me strength.
But in hot weather, you can eat ice cream. You can also eat ice cream in winters, right? In winter, right? I don't know. Well, I did. I did eat ice cream, right? Yeah, when I was in Japan in winter, I did eat ice cream. No? Hell no. Whoa. At least for me, I did. I ate ice cream.
Time to turn up this
I must
sword.
be I must be a maniac then. Reaching slash or flurry slash. Um, okay. Attack deals 300% damage to armor. That is good. Armor is bad because it takes a lot of hit. Nice. Okay. I'm not going to Erebus without Athena's protection. Nice.
I know that you are more than capable.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness, Athena.
Might as well.
Your friend in his enemy randomizer. A curse moment and a happy moment. Yes. What is the curse moment? Hello, Nix. How are you?
Forgive me, son of Hades, but I must.
Okay. Caustic strike or halting lunge. Uh, caustic strike it is. A fishing point. Okay.
Fish.
Fish.
Looks like a Marty.
You know, Mati in my language means death. How appropriate. Or chaos. Not Karen. Chaos.
You're nothing. Come.
Nice. Whoa. Nice.
Power.
Okay, let's see if I can do this quickly.
The boon I got from chaos has a new effect.
Um, Divine Dash leveled up. Okay, let's go see Karen. Oh no. Okay. Okay, Karen. You know what? Since we are only in Tartarus, right? Might as well. Eh.
Wow, thank you, Charon. Sorry.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Whoa! Oh no! I got careless. Are you kidding me, Karen?
We're not finished.
Oh man. Oh, you sneaky, sneaky monster. I should stop doing that, huh? Nope. Oh, you.
One last shot.
Oh, no. Okay, nice. Are you kidding me? No, Thanatos, you missed. Nice. Ah, Charon too smart to get caught from Thanatos. You're right, you're right. Oh no.
Wasn't too agreeable back
Happy
then.
moment. His soul catcher mini boss in Elysium got replaced with a numbskull. And a yellow health bar. Oh, snap. That is going to be so annoying. Armor, everything is so annoying. That's why I love the damage multiplier for armor. Okay. Keys for gemstones. Nothing interesting. Yusa. Wait, numbskull is what? I forgot. I thought... Okay, wait. Oh, okay. I thought numbskull is this one. This one, no. Okay, I'm so sorry. Well, that is a very happy moment indeed. And replaced by from a soul catcher too? Nice. Sorry, I got confused there for a moment. Okay, fated persuasion, not fated authority, huh? Oops. Okay.
Hey, mate.
No, nothing to change setup wise. Let's just do it again.
All set.
I'm not in any mood.
Hey.
I'm also not in the mood, Athena. Ooh, a hammer. Nice. Okay. Flurry slash. Okay, flurry slash, if we combine it with first slash might be good. But double edge is also good because we are also dashing around. Hmm. Does it show? If not, you can send it again. No, it doesn't show up. The last message that you sent to me was read his curse moment. I'm guessing it didn't get sent. Okay, there it is. The enemy room before the boss, before Charon, Fawn, Meek, Doomstone, and Strongbow. And after he killed those, it summoned two Oh no. Two Gorgons, a Strongbow, and two Circle Witches. That in Tartarus. In Tartarus? Oh no. Oh no, that is very cursed indeed. How are you supposed to win that? I mean, if you got a good build early on, yo, that is very cursed indeed. I am gonna pick Double Edge. Why not?
Stygius grows stronger.
Nice. Keys. Ooh, more Athena. Thank you. Ooh, nice.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, Divine Strike, Phalanx Shot. Let me reroll
See
once.
what else?
Expose. Thank you. Karen. Karen, oh Karen. You're lucky you don't have that in your possession right now.
Let's go, lads.
Ooh, nice.
Had enough.
Stand your guard, tread light.
Okay. 15% combined with our sword, it's 30, so 45% chance to deal critical hit. Okay. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna choose Deadly Strike.
The dead had better hide. Blood and darkness.
You're not going anywhere.
It's you.
Caught out. Next. Almost.
Oh. Oh no. Nice.
Decidedly below my expectations.
What's that?
I don't want to see chaos right now. Are you kidding me? Ooh. Oops, I got hit. In his very first run, your friend died to the very first room because the very first enemy was the cultist and the stakes. What? From the stakes along with a snake stone. I see. Also yesterday you had a crazy dream. Ooh, what kind of dream do you have? Okay, do I want coin or do I want nectar? Sorry, not nectar, palm. Of course I'm gonna pick palm.
Good enough to eat.
A deadly strike.
Not yet.
Okay, Hydrolite, because our health is very concerning. You know what? We have a lot of nectar already. Let's go see Sisyphus. You had a pet? What kind of pet? Is it a cat? Is it a dog?
You keep your chin up. Easy does it.
Thanks.
Lerny! Oh my god! What kind of food do you feed him?
Baldy is grateful.
Hey, damage reduction 2%.
Now, don't get frustrated, all right?
Can be better.
Witches.
Oh no. You had a giant house for him? Nice. Why are there so many of them?
What do we have here?
More coin.
Might as well.
Stop him, wretches, now!
Ooh, nice.
Ah, that's enough.
Yesterday you saw a video with title Unanswered Questions from For Hades. For Hades? Okay. Okay. Hmm. I am most probably going to have to sacrifice one of my boons. So I'm just going to buy Ares just in case.
Kill or be killed.
Eh.
Ready, sister. How about we go once more for...
Oof, nice. Oof, nice.
Fine, then.
Why Charon doesn't let anyone in his boat?
Let's
Does
go no
he?
farther.
I was always under the notion that Charon lets you on his boat if you can pay him obols. Because Charon is such a businessman. Okay, use the fountain first. Don't even need to use the fountain.
But I still need these.
Oh no! Blinding Flash and Divine Dash is integral to our build right now. I don't want to sell anything. Okay, Curse of Pain, you can go. Sorry.
Let's see here.
Okay, let's... should I get Demeter? Sure.
All set. So much for Tartarus.
Did I say notion? I meant impression.
Asphodel Meadows.
I'm bad in English. Too many verbs, y'all. It's not even a verb, right? What is wrong with me? Oof, nice.
Message for me.
Why Asterius respects you, Zagreus, and Theseus doesn't? Should be both hate you or both respect you? Hmm. Hmm. That is intriguing. But I'm guessing Asterius is much more I don't know how to say this in English. He wants to fight you fair and square, right? Whereas as Theseus is a proud person, a proud man, and that shows in his behavior towards Zagreus. Because his pride is so on the line, and we get to kick his ass multiple times. Okay. Whereas we've defeated Asterius multiple times, but he simply scoffed at good sportsmanship, something like that. Okay, let me think here. Swift strike. We do need hearts. You need hearts.
Right on cue.
Are you kidding me? Still didn't get to see Demeter. How awful.
They're both here.
We were just thinking about.
Okay, should I get the refreshing nectar or should I get the ambrosia delight? Two of my boons will be upgraded. You know what? Yeah, ambrosia delight it is. Ooh. Heroic blinding flash and heroic divine dash. I was hoping we got deadly strike, but eh. Ooh, Demeter.
Safe travels.
How can a tiny mouse be more dangerous than a giant doomsday, a giant snake, and a giant mega gorgon. A literal skull crusher or from a minotaur. Yeah, that I don't have any any answers for. The tiny vermins is very, very terrifying.
Hit me if you can, witches.
Ew.
I'm empty.
Oof, nice.
Let's do this again sometime, all right?
Olympus must seem like a distant paradise to you, young Zagreus. It is a frozen waste to me.
Ooh, Frost Flourish though. Yes.
Peace and quiet. That's a relief.
Okay, good. So far, so good. Oof, nice. Okay. And the last question, which the YouTuber was most curious about, how does Lerny body looks like? Has head with necks, and they have to be attached to a body. Oh, you're right. You're right. Well, okay, here's what I think about Lerny. I think of Lerny as a giant serpent, a giant snake, basically. So, a giant snake with multiple heads. So, I'm guessing just like a body of a snake with multiple heads. I don't know. Oh, oh. I guess I have to get rid of Artemis, huh?
Say you look lovely this whatever time it is, Lenny.
Dang. Oof, nice.
You and me, Seven Hydra Head.
What is going on? Okay. It's lagging. Why is it lagging? Okay. Oh, I forgot to use Thanatos. Nice. You mean he is a Hydra? He could also have a 4 legs and a huge body with a big tail. You're right, you're right. I don't know. I always think of Lerny as a giant snake. But I guess traditional Hydra is
Sure,
like that,
you're
huh?
Hydra, then I take it.
Oh no. Can I? Oh
Well,
no.
you have to purge a boon.
Purge a boon.
It's worth giving up.
What is this? What is this? Okay.
What else we got?
Sorry, Artemis. I'm so sorry. Okay. Broken spear point. Yeah.
Enough of this place.
I need to get rid of a boon, yes, because of a pack setting called Underworld Custom.
Pleasant temperature.
It makes the game much more difficult because apparently the game is not throwing me a lot of boons at me. I used to get boons left and right. Now with that settings on, it's not giving me much. Ooh, nice. Hermes. Man, the shield guy.
Who else?
Ooh, nice.
In the name of Hades.
Ooh, Swift Flourish. Yes. Okay. A hammer. More coins. I need coins.
Champions of Elysium.
I can
now
already
prove
tell that
yourselves.
I am going to lose a Death Defiance. Or I might have to buy something from Charon. Bow. The bow guy needs to chill. Dude, stop. Stop. You're embarrassing me. Oh
Disappointing
no.
for these so-called champions.
Better than nothing. Nice. How many butterflies are there in this room?
The power of the gods. Better bless.
Okay, we have Demeter. Let's go. You're curious what will happen if you have that setting on, avoid all the boons and have only one or two and then win a boss be unable to give a boon because you have none. I don't know. I don't know actually. There are people that manage to do a boonless run. I don't know how, but there are people that have completed a run without using a single boon or a boon that they can sell basically. Not sure how. Okay. Nice. You're next. Nice.
Butterflies.
Okay. Frost Strike, Arctic Blast, Nourish Soul. You know what? I can simply forego the Nourish Soul later, right?
That's cold.
Nice. Ooh, and we got another Athena. We might try to do it and see what will happen. Yes. And let me know. I'm also curious about that.
Oh, good. Mine.
Ooh, nice.
Time to collect.
Okay, man, all of this sucks. I don't want to use another roll. You know what? You know what? Fine. I'll take the Divine Strike. Charon. Gotta go. Okay, see you later then. Thanks for coming. We can fight Charon. Okay. Okay, here's the plan. Here's the plan. We have all the necessary things, right? We have Expose. We have Demeter's Frost Flourish. We should be fine.
Whoops.
We should be fine. He says. Oh no. Did I make a huge mistake?
Sure beats having to ferry souls about, right?
You're not getting away, sir. Whoops. I still got hit, huh? I dodge. Nice. Oh my god. Now we have to fight. Oh no. A room full of monsters. Oof, okay. I am almost dead. Hello? Oh, every single time.
Charon's rearming. Delicious. Sharpen my senses.
I'm going to die. Oh no.
Great price. Should come in useful.
Should I buy another Ares? It's only 120. You know what? Yeah. Why not? Whew, okay.
Attack us if you dare, blood.
Thanatos, it's time.
Stand your ground, Hellspawn, and I shall run you down or run you through.
Whoa! Mysterious. Stop with the blender move.
Scour you from this place. Foul demon, we shall thwart your each and every trespass in Elysium.
Oh! Ooh! That hurts.
One down, one to go.
Oh my god. Theseus.
Shall take more than that. So, monster, you think you have the wherewithal to achieve victory?
Oof.
Chariot, I shall avenge you.
I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
Poseidon, aid me now!
Whose side is he on?
What? No!
Ah, the sweetness of revenge.
You. Okay. So far, we managed to defeat Charon, but we got our ass kicked everywhere else. So technically, I'm not lying based on my title. Okay, whatever.
Thanks for stopping by.
You're welcome.
My child. Yes.
Nectar for 10 gemstone. You have a lot of gemstone. We also had a lot of nectar, so
Darkness guide you, child.
Darkness guide me. Okay, let's take this. Let's do it again. I don't know. I don't know about Underworld Custom. I mean, easy. Wait.
I only wish.
Yeah, you know what? Fine.
Let's see what happens.
Sulk in your chambers all you like, for I care not. I have eternity to finish with this work, so your assistance is entirely unneeded.
Wow, Father of the Year, Hades. Father of the Year.
How times have changed.
Observe, dear cousin.
Athena's power.
Nice.
More ringers.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Ooh, a hammer.
My weapon's hidden talents.
Ooh, Curse Slash. You know what? Yeah. It's going to make my run super difficult, but
Thanks, Daedalus.
42 health. I am so dead.
Crushed.
Nice. Okay, should I go see Zeus or should I go... Nope, nope. Go hearts. Go take a heart.
More.
Nice. At least if we can recover back our 100 health, that will be great.
Not yet.
Nothing to buy. Let's go. Nice. Okay, let's go see Athena.
I'll break you again.
Nice.
Lady Athena.
Okay. Brilliant riposte. Let's just hope we can sell that instead of our Divine Dash. Nice.
Why do I even bother?
Okay, let's see what sort of challenge. Oh no! Okay, okay. Nice. Wait, what? Skeletal lure. Okay. I read that something else. Hidden shard. It's not important. Let's just go. Okay, so far so good. Whoops. Ooh, nice.
Yes.
More keys. Apparently we need a lot of keys. Ooh. Nice.
Thank the gods.
We are almost at the end, so I'm not taking your Chaos Gate for now. Our health is full.
I'll take it.
And this heart is good. Okay, let's go.
I'm back, ladies.
Erin, yes?
Sisters, come all this way again. Prepare, sisters. Bullets won't hurt much.
Okay, come on. I know I'm not talking that much. Okay, good.
Thanatos, hate to butt in.
What? Thanatos, how dare you? Oof. Okay, come on. It's totally doable.
Sisters left.
69! Oh gosh, okay.
Megara seems to be having difficulties.
Wait.
See here.
What kind of boon do we have? Nothing. We got the Brilliant Repose and Divine Dash. That's it. Oh my god.
Go with that one.
Okay, whatever.
Let's think about this. I'll just go on up. Made it to Asphodel.
Okay, money or Hermes? Money it is. Are you kidding me? I got attacked the first thing. Ooh, Demeter. Yes. Yes, please. Okay. Oof, nice.
I've known your father and his brothers here for many seasons now. They bicker endlessly with me and what.
Frost Flourish or Demeter's Aid. We have a lot of Fated Persuasion, so let's roll once and hope that we got Frost Strike.
I would like none of these.
One more time. Are you kidding me? It's get worse. Oh man. Okay, whatever. The RNG gods are not on my side right now.
You again.
Nice. Dionysus? Sure, why not? Oh, yeah. How can I forgot this lovely, lovely couple of bosses? Okay, good, good. Nice.
Okay, Zach. You and me. We're getting through this.
Drunken Strike. Number 20. No, no, I'm not going there. I'm not going to see your chaos, not now.
Bring it.
Nice.
Gods grant me strength. Not now.
More coins. More. Thief. Okay, so far so good.
Why do I bother?
I can't.
Nectar or keys? Okay, let's get more keys. More options is good. Stop standing in the lava, my dude. Okay, okay. We are running a little bit slow this run.
Hear me on my authority.
Ooh, exposed.
How goes it lately, Lenny? Everything just fine?
What are you doing? Hello, Lerny? Did you bonk your head somewhere? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, snap. Okay, okay, okay. Relax. Lerny, relax. Uh-oh. I freaking dash. How did that still hit me?
Hold on. I owe you one.
Nice. Whew. Took a chunk out of me. Okay.
Surpassed my Hydra.
I sure did, Father. Should I take the trade?
Okay. Drunken Strike or Blinding Flash. Sorry, Dionysus. You have to go. Sorry. Your special deals 40% damage.
Get me out of here.
40% more damage.
Another day or night in paradise.
More hearts. More hearts. I need help. Whoop. Oof.
What else?
Hammer. Hammer time. Oh no. How did that hit me? My god. Okay, the little flame wheels need to go. Bye-bye. Oh no. Okay. Flurry Slash. Flurry Slash is good. Oh! Okay, my controller. If you remember correctly, at the start of the stream, I said that my controller is acting up, right? That is one of the instances where it happened. Ah,
Done and done.
Supernova. Hmm.
Come, heroes of Elysium, and vanquish the intruder.
At least I see a Patroclus room, which is good.
I expected more from the exalted.
Mine.
At least now we can at least regain back our Death Defiance. You know what? It's been a while since we saw Poseidon.
You and me, butterfly ball. Thanatos, death.
Ooh, nice.
Won't catch this soul, thanks.
Who dares to mess with
Okay, Tempest Strike, Floodshot, Sunken Treasure. You know what? Bloodshot. Whatever, man. I am so sad.
Worthless. More souls for Stygius.
Ooh, nice.
It's Lady Demeter.
Okay, Ravenous Wheel, Rare Crop, Ravenous Wheel. Could I get Athena? We already got Blinding Flash from her, so... Ooh, Poseidon versus
Time to pick sides.
Dionysus, huh? Let's go with Dionysus.
Something, yeah.
Strong Drink, Drunken Strike.
That's definitely not the choice.
Poseidon won't like this.
Hard enough to fight with Poseidon's wave. The archer dude need to make my life much more difficult, huh?
You weathered the storm then.
Hydraulic Might, Breaking Wave, Raise a Shoal. I'm gonna pick Hydraulic Might.
Might of the sea.
Oh god. Whoa, I'm almost dead.
I'll take this one.
You know what?
I'm
Yeah, let's try this. I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna regret it so much.
I see that you've returned.
Can't touch me, wretches.
Oh, God. No. Stay away from me. Oh, God. Oh, I don't care if I took so long in this area. I need that heart. Ah! Oh, God. Okay. No. Ah! Okay. I'm sorry for screaming. That is... Oof. Oh, God.
Stand back.
Are you kidding me? Oh! Okay, nice. No! Focus. Focus. Do not lose focus at the end here. God, please, no! 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 All that for nothing? How dare you? Same, Zagreus, same. Ah. I feel like I failed so hard.
Thank you, mate.
Ah, at last. Try as you might. Uncontrollably, you monster. For there's naught else you can do against my might.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot that I have such low health in the first place. No.
You shall be imminently overrun, I can assure you, Blackguard.
Okay, so far so good. Are you kidding me? Asterius.
Are you prepared to be sent screaming back to the hellish darkness?
Okay. Whew. Okay, you're next. Did you? Ooh. Okay, 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 okay. Come on.
We shall rise again. Lord Zeus, I need your
I forgot I didn't summon Thanatos yet. Sorry.
Who's champion now?
Oh man. I'm so bummed that I didn't get that Santos heart in that Erebus room. Ravenous Will can go.
That's one less boon. There.
Okay, now for the main event. I'm sure we'll do just fine. Okay, we have Demeter down there. Okay, let's go get the Santos heart first. Because, Lord no, we need help. Nice. Oof. Ooh. Ooh, poison in this room is so...
That's the most gigantic vermin I've ever seen.
Whoa! Oh.
No, you don't.
Is it just me or is the enemy quicker for some reason? No? Just me? Oh man. Okay, I need a Death Defiance, please. Thank you.
I'll pay for that.
Uh-oh. You know what? I just realized I don't have any summon left. Oh my god.
Let's just go down this Sata hole. Need to keep looking down those passageways.
Nice.
No way.
Okay.
No use.
Okay, there's another well of Charon. How lucky for me. I need something that can summon my companion.
What else we got?
Oh god, okay, Centaur Soul is good. Fateful Twist.
Something useful?
Oof. Okay, final roll.
Got anything else?
Oh my god, yikes. Whatever.
Can't do that. Sata storage. The power of the gods. Oh, what's in this stuff?
Okay, let's do this the old-fashioned way. Okay.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Ah, little sprout. I was just notifying Lord Poseidon here that all of his domain exists because it pleases me. Remember, my good foster brother, I could freeze your oceans solid if I chose.
Excellently stated, venerable goddess Demeter. I'm reminded once more of your vast experience, though I think we all prefer our oceans liquidy. Isn't that right, nephew?
Look at just how fake their interaction is. Oh my god. Blizzard Shot and Stubborn Root. I mean, I don't think Stubborn Root is useful for us because right now we are using Extreme Mages 4, right? Oh god, let's get the Blizzard Shot.
Cheers, you two. I can use this.
Strong Drink is not good. Premium Vintage? Sure.
Someone's going to enjoy this.
Okay, let's
Gods grant me strength.
upgrade all of this. Ooh.
To start, Charon.
Cerberus.
I am so dead.
I owe you one, boy.
150 health though. Not that bad.
Looks like the realm needs some adjustment still.
The sea and air of darkness.
You need to stop doing that, sir. Oof. How? Oh, you.
You're merely stalling, boy. Darkness.
Okay. Whew.
No. Darkness.
Oh no.
Close call.
You can scream all you like.
Oh, I'm hit. Why you?
Seek
Okay.
help from all your relatives next time.
Wow. Wow. Wow, Hades. Wow. Okay, that's okay. Oh.
Father.
Tough one, huh?
Mother, you're back.
Ah, there you are. Always such an exhausting journey from Olympus down to here.
Oh my god. But I know that run wasn't meant to be. Oh man.
Boyo.
Uh sure, let's wait. I forgot something.
Pal. Hey, Room, I'm back.
I want my. Hey, I did have dark regeneration. What?
Other side.
When restore some of your health, 50% off. Okay. But what? Huh. Interesting.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Shadow Slash, Dash Nova, Double Edge. You know what? Double Edge. Okay, this time this is going to be the run. Okay, not Divine Strike,
How about a different set of choices?
Divine Dash.
Going in.
Okay, take 40% more damage and gain 1 Bloodstone. Shrouded Soul. You know what? Yeah, more Bloodstone.
Come try me.
Nice. Okay, okay, okay. Relax, we can do this. Ooh, Sisyphus.
Hey, hey. Just
Hey,
a
hey
brush.
to you.
No worries whatsoever.
Boulder, you can speak. Well, see you.
Damage reduction 4%. Nice.
You can do it.
I see you, Sleep.
Oof, nice.
Who's laughing?
Oh, hey, let's see.
Drunken Flourish. Sure. More Santos Heart. Nice.
The curse of chaos has been lifted.
Gemstone. Okay. Okay, we should be fine.
That's one more.
Yarn of Aryan is 70 obols. I'm not risking it.
Who dies next?
Did the enemy glitches just now? I saw the bottom right of my screen just flash.
Olympus.
I need boons. Ooh, damn it though. Nice.
Did you detect perhaps a certain spirit-shaking chill within the air?
Cross strike, yes. I mean, I can sell Dionysus. This is way too much.
For the house.
Already at the end?
Why not?
Ooh, Blinding Flash 2. Why not? Okay. Whew. So far so good.
Fury sisters?
Well, you're stuck with me forever, Trap.
Not stuck with you, Electo. Nice. Whoa! That was quick.
It's dark, all right.
I didn't expect it to be that quick.
Got to keep going.
Night Spindle. Do I want this?
Which to choose? Might help.
Hey, Drunken Flourish. Sure.
Feel cleaner already. Broke out of Tartarus.
Purging Pool. And maybe I should accept that the fact that I can't fight extra measures for Hades.
I can take it.
But I don't know. I don't know. Okay, special 46% more foes. Special deals 45% more. Yeah, I'm gonna take this.
Chaos guide me.
No! What? Yo,
Breakers.
I thought I picked the Eurydice room. This is BS. Nope. I'm going to see Hermes. Oh, thank goodness it's a fountain room.
Alright, that's express delivery too.
Oof. Okay.
What about these?
Something else. Hyper sprint. Quick recovery. Thank you.
Godspeed.
Hello again, Dionysus. Okay, that's... Why is there so many enemies? Oof.
Hello there, Dionysus.
Positive outlook? Sure.
Feeling good. Next island.
Nice.
In the name of Hades.
Drunken Flourish. Okay. This time, I'm gonna take it low when choosing this. Drunken Flourish. Yeah, sure. Where is the last of you?
Time for a boost.
Okay, Swift Flourish, thank you.
Time to go.
This and this. And this heart is good. Okay. We should be fine against Lerny now.
Much better. Why, hello, Lenny. What have you
Okay,
been up to
this
since I
is
last
the
destroyed
wave
Orchard of Heads?
making one. Ooh, double edge is strong.
Come on, you flying bastard.
Okay, okay, this is good, this is good.
Just won't stay dead, will it?
Nice. Woo. Okay, 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 come on.
That's mine.
Nice. Okay, positive outlook, I can sell. Big recovery. Yeah, you know what? Positive outlook can go. Price of Midas. You know what? No. Although 16 health. Yeah, you know what? Why not?
Money.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need Patroclus for this. I can't even talk. What is happening with me? This past few stream, I don't think I am able to speak coherently.
Much nicer climate.
Okay, let's go. I'm guessing this is the last run of the day. Nice.
Let's see what I can do with this.
Oof. Okay. I'm not taking Curse Slash. Okay, we do have Athena's backstab. Not backstab, Blinding Flash. 75% bonus backstab damage. And if we combine with Shadow Slash, it is 275% bonus damage. Which is... You know what? You know what? Yeah. Okay. Oof. Nice.
Pure darkness.
More coin. I need all the help I can get. Nice.
There. Satisfied?
Cheers. That will 3 only.
Okay. Nice. Okay, we should be fine this time. Phew. Ooh. Okay, should I get Demeter versus Demeter? Sorry, Demeter versus Athena or Demeter alone? I mean, you know what? You know what? Fine. I'm guessing Asterius? Yeah.
Appears it's time we shall.
Whoopsie. I have to remember to dodge. Uh-oh. Right. Okay, good. Oof. I was worried.
I got him. In the name of Hades.
Okay, Crystal Beam. Crystal Beam. Sure.
Over here.
Nice.
Who's next? Not yet.
Woo.
Opponent.
Or health. Or health. Woo. I'm so scared right now. I'm gonna die. Charon! How dare you? Although we have Artemis. You know what?
Should help.
since we are dying.
That one fully rearmed.
Don't scoff, Zagreus. Don't. Uh-oh. There's another wave. Oof, nice.
Goddess Athena.
Ah,
This
I am so dead.
should be useful.
Okay, you know what? Positive thinking, right? That's all what everyone is thinking. I believe in myself. I can win this. Okay. Ooh, nice. Oh no, I should have gone to Charon's shop. But whatever.
That's better. Rematch.
We've nothing left to say to what.
Woo. Oh no.
We shall prevail for you in the stands.
Oh, you Theseus. How dare you?
You discuss
Now to deal with you. Optimus.
Whew. Macedonian. I'll give you Macedonian.
Olympus. 'Tis my time of need.
How dare you, Theseus? You dare? With a stray bullet?
For the mirror.
How dare you?
So, what
Now,
challenge?
Crystal Beam. Okay. Maybe some other boon?
What else is there?
Oof. Okay, ooh, yikes. Okay, quick recovery can go then.
Just what I need. To the surface. No more debt to deal with, at least.
Have Artemis, we have what? Dionysus. Okay, let's okay.
It's no use.
We have Athena. We can most probably get okay, nice. I don't have to get my hand dirty. Dirty.
Not yet. No thanks.
So many rats.
Feels sick.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh no, Panic at the Disco. I'm panicking and this is a disco. You know, these tiny vermins are more of an annoyance. Frost Flourish. Huh. Killing Freeze is good.
Going back.
Yeah, let's get more Santos Heart.
This way. Hi. Okay. Don't do that.
Nice. Now we just have to survive.
Not now.
Ignited Ichor is good. No, I'm gonna save my money for that. Thank goodness too.
Okay, I'm good. You hungry, Cerberus? I bet you are.
Okay, let's get Athena and then we bounce. Nice. Okay. Come on, Athena, give me something good. Whoa! Why am I not hitting anything?
No use. Just getting started, huh?
You cannot run. Just die. Jeez.
You like that, you gods?
Okay, Death Defiance restores more health than usual. This is good.
Your wisdom guide me.
Whew, okay.
Could check the other passageways before I go.
Shh. I'm gonna buy Artemis. Why not? Pressure point is good.
Delicious.
Drunken Flourish leveled up. Drunken Flourish. Fleeting Headache. Bonus critical chance per hangover. 1.5%. Wait, what? Okay, we have pressure point 4%. Our weapon is 50%. Okay, okay, I'm gonna take Splitting Headache.
Joyfully, the hound of hell.
So I'm gonna dish out like what?
Thank you.
Almost 35%? Yeah, 34.5. 34.5 of critical damage.
Crisp, cold air.
A minimum, right? A minimum.
You'll go not one. Don't hold my sin. Darkness.
Oh, snap. Really now?
Don't excuse me for a moment. Yeah, boy.
Whoops. I mistimed my dodge there.
You still resist.
Whoops. Focus.
Nowhere to hide from me.
Oof. Okay. round 3. Really? I'm not paying attention. Wow, really?
Picked up their scent.
Are you kidding me? I almost...
This is for your own good.
Oh... Okay. I got too greedy there.
Then this is it.
No! Thanatos! Thanatos, help me! Help me! Yes! Oh, yes! Oh my god!
Were it not for all my wretched kin upon Olympus,
Ah!
fought.
What the hell? I got 1 health left.
I did it.
Close call though, yeah. I mean... Oh my god. Oh, yes. Yes though, yes. Oh man, Double Edge is so strong. I love it. I freaking love it. Whew, okay. I feel like my brain just left my body though. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm so happy. Uh, look at our gauge down there, bottom right, bottom left. Okay, let's go.
Horned creatures are familiar to Zagreus, having fought countless satyrs and the like. But he discovers this time that not even satyrs possess the sheer, ferocious power of a startled mountain goat.
Whew, nice.
He's back. Just keep and watch over the police.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, hi.
That's the power of positive thinking, right? Oh my god. Positive affirmation is effective, y'all. If we believe that something good will happen, then something good will happen. But close call.
This looked like a shoulder to cry on to you.
Okay, enough of that. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. It's almost 2 hours. Yeah. Sorry, not 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Vigo for 50 for coming to the stream. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Hades game. Yeah, if you are interested in joining me on my live stream, my schedule is Oh God, I didn't post any new schedule, huh? Whatever. If you want to see the schedule, the schedule is on my pinned tweet on Twitter. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. The next stream I'm gonna stream is tomorrow or tonight, depending on where you're from. 5 p.m. UTC plus 8, sorry, 5 a.m. UTC plus 8, or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But for now, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. And if there's anything that you want to comment on my stream quality or game that I should play, let me know in the comments down below. I really do appreciate it. But for now, I'm gonna sign off and I'll see you in the next stream. Goodbye.